up everyone, Dylan here from Cooper Coat, and today we're going to show you how to change the boot on your CV axle. Because this is going to be a messy job, I have made this custom Coat shirt out of a sticker. So you're going to need to buy some replacement boots, depending on which one you need. I needed the inner one, so I also didn't realize I already bought one, so I actually bought two. Once again, I would recommend wearing some garbage clothes when you're doing this because you're dealing with a lot of grease. It'll probably get everywhere. So I didn't want to ruin my actual Coat shirt. So let's get into it. Okay, so here's the majority of the tools we're going to need. The only one that's kind of different you might not have are these circlip pliers. Other than that, pretty standard stuff. In addition to those other tools, you're going to need some end cutters like this or a longer nosed version of these cutters. Alright, because of the nature of all the grease from this ripped boot, I'm going to go ahead and put the gloves on because safety first, then teamwork, like we always say. Okay, so because the boot's already destroyed, I'm going to cut these original bands off because I have new ones and the boot's ripped anyway. There we go. One down. That works. So we're going to remove the old boot. There you go. There we go, that's what we want. Set that aside. And we're going to get this off. I think we're going to cut it off. Usually you would remove the bearing section next, but it is so caked with grease. I think we're just going to razor this off, and then we'll tap it off with a clearer shot at it. That doesn't seem safe, and it's always safety first, then teamwork. Success. There we go. Okay, next we're going to get this cleaned up so we can see the circlip, and then we're going to remove that. You can remove all this old grease. They give you like 2 packets of new stuff. This is all dirty from being open to the elements for a bit. Okay, so hopefully you can see this, but now we're going to take off that circlip with these pliers, which I don't have attached very well, so we'll see how this works. But you just put them in the 2 holes. Like that. Oh, it's not wide enough. Is it? Yes. There we go. Alright, and now we're just going to tap this off evenly with a hammer so we can slip the new boot on. We're just going to hit each of these sides and see what happens. We might have to put it in a vise. Oh no, it slides easy. Freaking. That was easier than I thought. Okay, so we're going to want to slip the small ring on. Then the boot itself. Alright, it slips into that groove again. Good to go. Alright, so I guess we're going to fasten this on first. I was going to pack it with grease first, but that seems like a terrible idea. Oh, it's tough. Whew. I think we got it. Wow, that is stupid. What a dumb design. Leave it to Mini. I'm just going to tap this down because it's real bent up now. And then I'm going to clamp that square together. So now we're going to pack this with the grease since we cleaned it out already. That seems like a crazy amount of grease. Got that in there. Now we're going to slip this on. Just give it a couple taps. Just watch the bearings, don't hurt them. I'm going to get a socket or just a punch and get that in. Actually, we'll just use a screwdriver. Get this elevated a bit, and we're going to just work this on evenly so we can get that circlip on. I use the punch, it's actually better. I think we're down enough. Just a couple more. Okay. That came off way easier. So hopefully we got enough room to get this clip on. Sure looks like it. We're going to try to get this on. Hopefully it works. Doesn't fly everywhere. Oh yeah. There we go. Didn't want to go, and I was scared we didn't put that in enough. But I think we're good. Might do a couple more taps just to make sure. It seemed like it went in, but just want to make sure. All right. Now we're just going to pack it some more with grease. And then put it back on this end. I'm going to clean this out a little bit. Slip this on. Probably need to get a screwdriver and some dry hands because this is ridiculous. There we go. So I guess you just get this one, the closest one you can, and then squeeze this the rest of that distance. Now you're going to use the end cutters to crimp that square portion of that clamp right there to draw it closer together and tighten it down. We've got that clamp as tight as we can. We're going to use these end cutters to crimp that square portion closer together. Do a little more. Alright. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Make sure that latch is seated, and then we'll crimp it again with the end cutters. Just draw them towards each other. Got a little bit of grease oozing out, so we'll get that all cleaned up. So there you have it. That's how to replace a torn boot on your axles for a Mini Cooper. It was pretty easy, other than I would definitely get some of these to help out with the crimping of the clamp. But now you can reuse the axle as long as it wasn't damaged otherwise. No reason to throw it out and get another one. So I'll keep this as a spare, and we'll be good to go. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.